At first, when I was looking for my AMX on that yard, he had like a bunch of AMXs, like I had like four of them at least. The one that was interesting to me was they had one that was a big bad green color, but it was too far gone, and my wife says, "No, don't get that one. Get the one that's more complete." And she was right. So I ended up getting the white one with the red interior, which was a frost white color. P72A is the code. My very first AMX was hunter green with white stripes, which is a P71A. And this one, the color code is butternut beige iridescent P77A. Pretty cool. They had a lot of cool colors back there.
.394 speed AMX back here, or at least the shell, what's left of one.
I like the color.
I think this was somebody was going to build a race car out of this at some point, and like a lot of projects, things just sort of stall out. But this car, according to the VIN, originally was a 394 speed.
Now, is there anything special about these hoods, or do they all look like this?
The AMX hood, like this is an AMX hood. You can tell because of how these vents are. The vents never worked from the factory.
Okay.
But the AMXs did have the vented hood, whereas the Javelin just got a flat hood. This hood over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of squeeze by. This is a 70 Javelin hood, but it's got all the Ram Air stuff in the back. So if can I just, so you can come around and you can actually see all the venting for the factory Ram Air in this hood.
And this is another Rambler over here.
This is another post Rambler. I think he wants to actually put this car together. This car is actually in really nice shape. Tack built into the back of it. The tack is actually the same tack they used in the Buicks. It's just a different logo.
Really?
Underneath. Yep.
I'll show you the machine logo down here.
So this car originally, as built, would have been a 394 speed air conditioning car, which makes it actually fairly rare. The car currently has a 401 in it. One thing that's interesting, and we didn't really talk a whole lot about American Motors number stuff, but the American Motors puts a tag on the passenger side valve cover. That tag tells you the date the engine was manufactured. So according to this, 611Z05. Year one was 1968. See, that would be 1970, 4? Yeah, 74. So this engine was built November 5th of 1974, and it's a Z code, which would mean it was a 401. It's a 401 engine.
So not original to this
Not
car.
original to this car.
I'm going to walk around. No. Well, Marty, I think you were right.
Yeah, 86A.
This says 86A on it. I don't know if you're going to see, probably too dark, but That would be green. That would
AMC called it Mossport Green, I believe.
Mossport green. That's what Chevrolet called their green in '66.
Really?
Yep. They named all their colors after racetracks. Mossport's
I
a
never
racetrack.
knew that.
Yep. So Corvette colors or racetrack colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So we were talking about colors the last time when we were at Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals.
Okay.
And you had asked me about if AMC kept track of colors on their cars.
Yes.
And I had said no. And I was
Okay.
actually slightly wrong on that. Their normal colors, they did not keep track of. However, in 1969 and 1970, American Motors offered what they called the Big Bad colors. There was Big Bad Orange, Big Bad Green, and Big Bad Blue. Those three colors, they did actually keep track of how many were built, AMXs and Javelins, other cars that were built with them. This car is actually a 69 AMX.
Okay.
That is an original Big Bad Orange car. You can see some of the orange there. And if you look at the door tag, hold on, I got a flashlight. The door tag actually says 3A, which is the paint code for Big Bad Orange.
Now, when you're saying Big Bad Orange, to those at home that don't know, the Big Bad colored AMC cars, they're the most expensive ones.
Yes, I mean they're rare. They're again they're rarer cars because they were a special order option.
Okay.
And it was not something that generally a dealer would stock. You had to go in and order. So they only built. I think the most they built might have been like 69 Javelins. I think they built like 900 in Big Bad Orange.
Okay.
The rest of them were even less than that. They did not build a lot of Big Bad colored cars. There was actually supposed to be Big Bad Yellow, and Dick Teague's personal AMX3 is painted in Big Bad Yellow.
Oh.
But at the 11th hour, right before it was supposed to get released, AMC brass said, we don't like the yellow, get rid of it. So
Interesting.
they ended up only having 3 colors.
And so this is a pretty rare car then.
This is a pretty rare car, yeah. I believe this is a... So this car was built as a T, so it's a 343 automatic, 69 AMX. But it is a factory Big Bad Orange car.
Gotcha.
So it's cool. It's a neat color.
So if
this
this
is my
door-
favorite color.
If this door was missing, we would be able to tell it's a Big Bad color car?
No, there's nothing. No,
Oh.
that's it. American Motors did a very bad job as far as
So this
what-
door is the most expensive part.
the tag itself actually is. And
Oh, come here real quick. On the back to the mod package, is that what
Oh, yep.
is that what it was called?
yeah.
Okay. I'm noticing the bumpers are body color.
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
So
is that a
that was actually a Big Bad Orange thing because this car was a Big Bad Orange car originally.
Okay.
It had factory painted bumpers. What's funny about that is you're a GM guy, and in the Mopar world too, they plastic coated the bumpers. They were elastomeric bumpers.
or Endura?
Endura bumpers. American Motors wanted to do it,
Okay.
but they didn't have the money to plastic dip the bumpers. So all they did was paint their steel bumpers.
Yeah, they did.
They just took the steel bumper and painted it the
Dad collects trucks, is that right or no?
we like trucks.
We like trucks.
We don't have any trucks. We don't live in an area
Gotcha.
conducive to storing a truck, which is one of the big reasons I got into the cars because you can store a
More
car a
space.
lot easier than you can
Yep.
store an antique Mack or a Peterbilt or a Freightliner or anything like that.
So is this a big color, a Big Bad color?
No, this car was originally yellow, I believe. Originally just like I think they called it Hyaleia yellow.
Okay.
And somebody had repainted it this green at some point.
They didn't like the police.
So this was somebody else's hot rod, but so this is a 70 AMX. They built a lot less 70 AMXs than they did in 68 and 69.
Okay.
So these are pretty rare cars.
So 70 AMXs are